guys, want to do a little bit of your lovely textbook? And then just one thing, actually. I haven't used Unit 3 much, and now I remember why I didn't, because it's very much about writing. So we might come back after your second presentation and use a little bit of the writing stuff. But honestly, I need to look at it. All we're going to do for today is a little story here. And here, instead of an outline, I want you guys to write keywords. I think that there is only one word that people don't know. Two, three. Who likes cooking? You guys, who enjoys cooking? Nobody? It's okay for boys to cook. It's okay. Boys are hungry. You're eating, yeah, okay. Nobody likes cooking? Really? Okay. So maybe you won't know what this is, a colander. Does anyone know? It's something you find in the kitchen for people who like to cook. No? It is something to drain the water off the food. So this is about making pasta. Drain the water, same as your science students, from food. So it might look something like this, and it's got some holes here. And you drain off the water. Apparently, if you look in your dictionary, it says filter. But I think filter is a bit of a broad word. That's not a great word. Filter can mean many things. Could look like a pot. I've got two actually at home. Maybe if you're washing lettuce, you put it in there and it drains, or it can be one with a handle and just some netting like that. Yep, I think everything else is pretty easy. So just read it through and try to pick out the keywords here. And I thought this one might be useful to do, because I already did a lot of outlines anyway, and I have some fantastic outline examples to give to you guys. When you're making keynote cards, this is a speech, right? It's not a writing piece, it's a speech. So think about if you were going to do this speech and you had to make little cards, what would you do? No sentences, please. You can do it together, and then we will finish using the textbook for today. Good. Now, keywords, tell me, this introduction part. Lim, you're the first person finished. Tell us about the introduction. Yeah? What are we going to do, buy spaghetti? Yeah, or cook, yeah, she says cook. Yeah, cook spaghetti, yeah, and? What's the other important thing in that first little part? Before that? Yeah, 5 steps, yeah. 5 steps. I mean, maybe yours is not the same as this, okay? But just to give you the idea. Keep going, Kalim. Doing a great job. And? Yeah, yeah. What do we need?
Do I have to pick all of those things?
Sure, why not? Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, salt, colander, jar, sauce, yeah. I think if you were doing this presentation, you wouldn't need to make note cards saying this, but, for example. Yeah, it's a pretty lazy little presentation because all they're doing is boiling the spaghetti and not even making the sauce. Go and buy a bottle of sauce. Terrible. Okay. June, you finished early. What have you got for the body part?
Well, first you need to put 6 cups of water.
Hang on. 6 cups H2O into the pot, yeah? And then? Salt, yeah. Then?
For 10 to 12 minutes.
Yeah, hang on. Crunchy, yeah, yeah. Draining colander or something like that, yeah. It's not rocket science, yeah. Yeah, and warm the sauce, yeah. Very difficult, yeah. Okay, I think that's enough. When it says here, you guys, however, if it's the right consistency, does that make sense to you? Franklin, what do you think they mean? If it's the right, what does she, Margareta, what does she mean, the right consistency? Take a crazy guess. I'm sure you can guess. Young-il, can you help him? Come on, look at it, look. What do you do? What's she telling you to do here? It's about this part here. It's about what is she doing here? You're checking something. Checking what? Guys, Monday, wake up. You must wake up. Nick, what's she doing here? Checking what? Checking something. What do you think she means, however, if it's the right consistency? What do you think she means here? Yeah, kind of, yeah. How does it feel? Feelings, if it's too soft, too hard. Yeah, so she's checking to see if it's too soft. She's telling you about how to check for too soft, too hard. So the right consistency means the right kind of feeling. You guys don't cook, okay, so I won't go any further. Ali or Honghyun, Monday tongue. Conclusion part, one of you guys, one or both. Okay, so we'll just write serve, yeah? Serve, yeah, and? So we'll just write here, other pastors. Just boil in the water. Yep, own recipe. And you could write meat. What does she write? Vegetables, spices. Yeah, you could write that on your card if you were worried. Okay, just little keyword outline thingy here. I think it's pretty straightforward. Okay, I think that's enough for your book. I think you need some time to organise yourselves for presentations. So, you're all sitting together. I'm going to give you now some outlines from other students last semester who probably you guys won't know, except maybe you guys, but probably not. And also have a quick look here at this schedule here and think about what time you want to come. Approximate time. Maybe some people might be shorter, some people might be longer, but hopefully you won't be waiting more than 5 or 10 minutes. You guys can decide. I'm going to give you some examples of fabulous outlines. This is 1, 2 pages. 2 pages. 2 pages. Yeah, very quick then. 2 pages. And this is one group all together. Have a look. This is one group's outline. This is a very detailed one, actually. 2 and 1, 2. I'm going to give you guys 4 pieces of paper. Then we have 2 different ones on one page. 2 separate ones, 2 separate ones, 2 separate ones, and 2 separate ones. Finally, this is just 1 page. I want you guys just to look at the structure. Just 1 page. So you guys, when I look at these, I can see, wow, exactly what they're doing. Easy, like that. I can see exactly their plan. So when we meet here individually on the 20th, next week, just bring a draft, okay, plan, okay? To help me, help you.
So these are the draft ones?
No, these are final ones. Yeah, these are good examples. Do you know these guys, any of them? No? They're engineering students, yeah. Yeah. That was a kind of theatre one, yeah. Don't worry about the topics, they changed a little bit. This semester I'm not doing exactly the same ones.
For the final outline, do I have to mention the units?
No, he went over the top there, yeah. No, he took it a little bit too seriously. You guys, Herim just asked, Franklin, Yongyul, Jun, Junmin, she just asked, do you need this? No, you don't, no. He's a little bit try-hard student, yeah. He took it very seriously. But actually it shows that they did time it, which is cool, but I mean, that's your problem, yeah. No, don't worry about that. So, you can close your books, you guys. We're finished with our textbook. We will complete this after your midterms. So, you don't need to bring this for 2 weeks' time. Don't bring your book next Thursday. Just to check. So, please have a look at these, and I'm going to go cruise around and make a note of your topic and talk to you guys for a few minutes, and then we'll do some other stuff. Questions? These guys just asked a good question, and that was, their one here, for example, is together. And they said, do they need more detail? And I think a little bit more, yeah. This here is just one person's, but it's a group of 3, so it's my part, his thing. Same as this one here, Jonghyun. This is Jonghyun's one, and it's about evolution, but his partner talked about creation theory, and they were arguing against each other. So this is Gwanghae out on planet Gwanghae by himself, sex before marriage. Out there. Yeah, this guy, Inho's one was also, I think from memory, it was 2 people, I think. So I could see really clearly what he was going to do there. Really one. And this one here, 2 pages, was 4 people together, but that was early in the semester. That was, yeah. You might, for example, here, they've got what the props they're going to use here. So you might want to say, like, these guys started to here, chart or graph or whatever. Any questions? Anything? Anyway, just bring, yeah.
I'm kind of confused. Are we actually doing draft outline on Thursday, like next Thursday?
No, yeah, just bring it to me so I can see what you're doing and help you a little bit. Otherwise, we have to have a conversation for 30 minutes and I will lose my voice. Trust me. Just maybe something a little bit more than that, you know. I know it's your exam week and you'll be busy and tired and stressed, so just something to go on, just to something, anything, nothing.
So final one is due to 27?
Yeah. So that's a full week after most people finish their exams, or the better part of a week at least. Script is your problem, yeah. Did you guys all change phone numbers with each other? I forgot at the end of last class. Did you all exchange phone numbers? Do you have phone numbers? You have? Yes. You guys have each other's phone number, right? Beautiful, okay. All right, let's finish this paper, you guys. Do you remember last class? This is finishing this visual message. last class, we looked at the girl's video, right? Remember? And in the good one, she introduced it. Good idea. And then she explained it. Right? She didn't repeat all the information, she just explained it, and then she emphasized the important points. Moving along. If you have different kinds of information, you will need a different kind of way to show the information. If you want to show details or create emotion, you might think about a photograph. But if you want to show some simple, clean look and just show key points, usually like you might see in your medical books for sure, and a lot of the science books, they will use some illustration. Illustrate means to show, exactly. A picture, a photo wouldn't work for this kind of stuff, right? Obviously, for a location, map, obviously. And a diagram, kind of similar to an illustration, often for technical things, and shows parts, this part, that part. So it's probably even more, it's more detailed version of this, I guess. So think about what kind of information you're trying to show. Franklin. Sorry, Yongyil, share with Franklin, just share. We're just looking at it, all right? So, Yongyil, emotions, details, locations, more detail. Next page. If you want to have a title chart, good, but don't have lots of words. Just simple, clean, neat, if you want to. I don't really think it's that necessary, but some people like it. And same with the overview one, if you want to. Can be helpful for your memory, can be helpful for the contents. Again, sorry, there will be no sentences. Absolutely not, they're abolished, they're gone. And then the bullet point, bang bang, pang pang, bang bang, bang bang. It's the point kind of one, and it's showing phrases or keywords, and it's showing a list. This is listing. When you're listing information, this kind of stuff. And then as, aren't one of you guys doing some business subjects? No? Oh, I'm getting mixed up. Okay, anyway. You might know in business kind of presentations, they'll often be using a flow chart because it's showing a process. One thing to the next thing to the next thing. Even your topic, HIV, you could show this happens, then this happens, and then this happens. You could even show it like this as well, if you want to. You don't have to, but it would be a way to show a process. Electrophoresis, I don't know much about. Biorobotics, not so good. Anyway, your one is more of a process kind of one. On the next page, you guys, so I want you to you're going to have to make all yourself, your own little selves. At least one or two for each person, at least. One or two kind of hardcore data ones. You can use this fine if you want to, you can use these fine. It'll make it more interesting if you have some kind of imagery. But I really particularly want you guys to try this. And the important thing, June, you should listen because you were just saying to me 5 minutes ago that you weren't sure which one. Please look carefully. If we are showing the ranking, you know, in the newspaper every year they have the education rankings. They have international, national education rankings, and often, or a good way to show is a chart. See this kind of vertical bar chart. See here, there's one side of information, then the other here, two different axes of information. And this, the third one, and they're comparing country A, B, C, 2010, 2015, 2020. Good way to rank things. But if you want to compare things like time or speed or length, you might want to think about a horizontal chart here. Horizontal meaning that way. But you mentioned, you called it a pizza chart, okay? June's pizza chart, also known as a pie chart. Think of apple pie and so on, meat pies, apple pies. This is the one for percentages. This is the best and easiest one, and you will often see this with economic data as well. As with the last one, line chart, do you guys watch the news on TV? Do you watch the finance, economic stuff at the end, the boring stuff? Yeah? Do you watch it? Okay, I watch a little bit. Or in the newspaper, Chomin, do you watch? Okay, so you'll notice they often use this kind of stuff because it's showing the trend over time. Last month, the economic statistics, this month, next month, and so on. This is particularly good for this kind of stuff. So when you guys are making some lovely little PowerPoints with this kind of information, think carefully and go back and look at this and see what it is you're trying to show and try and pick the best one. I'm going to show you some really bad ones soon, how to not do it. And this here is language. I don't think that most of you guys need this, but I think it wouldn't kill you for 5 minutes to practice as well. This is a glossary, means a word list of phrases to explain charts. The first one is introducing chart. The next two are phrases to explain charts, and then the last one is emphasizing. And I want you guys just for 5 minutes to just randomly practice some of these, because I guess not everyone is familiar with the language for this kind of presentation. And it's very different to the last one you did. There's almost no connection. So it goes like this. This, blah, blah, blah. This diagram explains what the piece does. So you can put together any combination you like. The vertical axis describes number of models produced. So I want you just for 5 minutes to pick some and just say them together with your partner, just to get you familiar with using this language. Some people will know it well, some people will never have done it. So I want you just to do it together. You can pick anything. I don't think it matters, it's not important. Guys, 5 minutes, go. Okay, just a little language page. When you get, if you want to make a script or write, go back and have a look. So, quickly looking at really bad PowerPoints, and we're going to look at some more in just a minute here. This is the last page. See the first example here, confusing table, put it into a graph. This is a trend over time, so more like a line graph, like used often for statistical kind of data for time trends. Locations, make it into a beautiful map. Beautiful, okay? Innate, inquired, say for example, you guys' topic, innate and inquired mutations. Their topic is mutations, so you could, for example, make a little map of which parts of the world there's mostly, Parkinson's disease, right? Maybe it's very concentrated in some areas, so you could do that, for example. You don't have to make all ugly stuff. Change words into a flowchart. No sentences, no sentences, no sentences, no sentences. And this is showing the process. The first thing, the next thing, the next thing, the next thing. You guys' topic, bionic eyes, you could be showing the process of how first the researchers did this, then that. Yeah. Ding, ding, ding. Yes. You could, just a suggestion. You don't have to. And on the last page, KISS. Keep it simple, stupid. That's what I was taught at university. Keep it simple, stupid. Nowadays they say, keep your information short and simple. It's nicer. But we were told stupid by our nasty journalism lecturer. Again, no sentences. People can't read that stuff. Make it simple and easy. Make life easy. In the second one here, look at these terrible clip art photos. They are cheap, horrible Microsoft clip art photos, and they're hideous. Cut them out, they're ugly. Furthermore, look at the numbers here. Remember that girl's video we watched? She read out, Taggy, all the numbers? 1,403. Cut! Just make it 1,400, okay? 1,293. My God, who cares? Like, these are big numbers, okay? So what you have to do, as they tell you here, is round off, round up or down the numbers. Cut the little numbers. Hey, Taggy. Yes. We won't see any HIV small numbers, right? Good. So you don't need to make the small numbers here. You guys, questions? No? No? All right, okay. Let's watch a little video on the same topic. Oh. What? Where's my video? What happened? Mute. I put it on mute. Okay. Right. Beautiful. Oh, sorry. I think it might be up a little bit too high. Sorry, guys. So this one is about making effective visuals. Okay. Hold on, I'll just turn some of these lights off. Actually, Ali, can you turn some lights off, please? Thanks. Terrible sound. I hate the speakers in this room. Terrible. Thanks a lot.
Effective vision. Now, what does effective mean? We'll let you be the judge. Let's look at two presentations on a new environmentally friendly car. Which one do you think is more effective? Good morning. I'm very pleased to have the opportunity to introduce to you the exciting new hybrid car, the Green Machine. Today I'd like to talk about 3 points. First, futures. Futures. Second, popularity. Popularity. And third, Mark's hair. Mark's hair.
Mark's not happy.
Whatever. This first slide shows 3 main advantages. Well, that certainly says it all.
The do-it-yourself
First, this next slide will show you the popularity of the Green Machine. May, 8,140, June, 8,120, July, 8,880, August, 8,920, September, 9,230, October, 20,912, November, 16,732, December, 16,732. And this next slide will show you the market share, the Green Machine market share. Market share. The Green Machine, manufactured by GNW, the Model H by Cars R Us, the Lemon by Ford Motors, Iron Lady Z, manufactured by Heavy Metal Motors, and the Total Pet by the Total Auto Company. In conclusion, remember, if you care about the environment, if you believe in recycling, you'll love the Green Machine. Green Machine is sold on a first-come, first-served basis. Performances based on standard ratings may vary depending on local driving and weather conditions. Thank you for your attention.
I think that's Mark here. I've seen people do that many times.
Good morning. I'm very pleased to have the opportunity to introduce to you the exciting new hybrid car, the Green Machine. Today, I'd like to talk about 3 main points. First, features. Second, popularity. And third, market share. Now let's take a look at my first point, features. Now this next slide will show you that it's an economic car. It averages 51.5 miles per gallon. That's 18% more miles per gallon than the average car. What does this mean? This means you're saving money on gas. Secondly, the Green Machine is an environmentally friendly car. It averages 70% less CO2 output. What does that mean? That means you're helping to stop global warming. Now third, the Green Machine is a quiet car. It's 8 decibels quieter than the average car. What does that mean? You're lowering noise pollution. Now the bottom line is this. It's an economic and environmentally friendly car. Up to now, I've shown you the special features of the Green Machine. But, is it popular? Do drivers like the Green Machine? Let's check sales. This next slide shows sales by month. The key points are here. Sales are increasing. Popularity is increasing. What does this mean for the market environment needs your special help, so be part of the solution. Trade in your old car for a green machine today. In conclusion, I'd like to point out that the green machine is an economic and environmentally friendly car. It is growing in popularity. And finally, please remember the market share. It needs your help. So, go out and get a green machine today. Thank you very much for your attention. Well, the second presentation was much better. The visual message was much stronger. For your next presentations, remember these 5 simple tips. Tip number 1, keep the background simple. No balloons, no flowers, no mountains. Tip number 2, show keywords, key names, and key numbers on the slides. Even if you mispronounce them or mistake them, the audience will still understand your message. Tip number 3, avoid sentences. Use keywords or images. Reading sentences to the audience will put them to sleep. Your job as a presenter is to explain the keywords or the images on the slides, not just read to the audience. Tip number 4, choose the right slide for the right message. There are many types of graphs. Make sure you pick the best graph or image to communicate your message to the audience. Finally, tip number 5, use a simple conclusion slide. Your job as the presenter is to make sure the audience remembers your message. A simple conclusion slide will help you do that. So, whether you use a computer presentation, a whiteboard, or just poster paper, these tips will help you create more effective visuals in your next speaking of speech presentation. Best of luck.
Lovely. Okay. Speed, Ellie, speed. Okay, so you won't do any of that, right? Not. And we might even watch that again. I have a little worksheet that goes with that about the problems. We might watch it again after your exams. We'll see what happens with time. The last one I want to show you. Some of you guys have an exam. 5. Who has an exam at 6 o'clock? You 4?
It is not
Today?
exam.
What is it?
The reports that we have to
Okay, a report. Okay, you got something due by 6 o'clock. 4 people? 6 people? Hang on, 6 people. Okay, all right. I'm just going to show you a couple of websites and then we can finish a little bit early. If you guys want help, fine. I guess you guys have other problems. Hold on, just wait 5 minutes. I want to show you, I found a whole lot of websites on bad PowerPoints. World's worst. I'm just going to flick through these kind of quickly. You can see the problem immediately. What's the problem? Oh, believe me, I've seen it. Yep. Or what do people do? Play music and talk at the same time. But we don't have a recording studio. Same kind of thing here. Yeah, a little bit hard to read. And problem there, you guys? Very confusing, too complicated. And that's the champion, that's the best one. That's an absolute champion. Yeah, God only knows. Yeah. That one? I saw something like that in your book. Yeah. Oh my God, yeah. Don't even think about it. That's, what is that, 100 graphs on one slide. Good idea. Not. I think this one here, what are they? Clickable ads. Yeah, don't use clip art. I think that was the point with that one. Problem there is it's really hard to... Can you read this? Even if the lights were off, you still couldn't read it. It's hard to read. Yeah, basically too small. Keep it big, nice and big, clean, big. Ugly, very ugly. Don't do that. And there's one more, and then we'll see some more later on. Much of the same thing. Okay, little problem here. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't say thank you. Yeah, I don't know why people do that. Ridiculous. Yeah. Hang on. I'm not sure about that one. Hang on. Where am I? Ah. Huh? I think I lost it. What happened? Anyway, I don't know what happened to that one. It looked okay last time I saw it. Okay, you guys who have your thing due, you can go. If you guys want some help, now is the time. If not, you can go too. See you next week.